Hey everyone, it's Bottled Vigor here, bringing you another video. Today we're going to be doing a kind of showcase on the new attachments that have come out for the alternator, the RE45, the P2020 and the Mozambique. I'll be doing another video specifically on the P2020 and the Mozambique attachment, but today I'm going to be showcasing the hammer round attachment. Ideally, I want to be showing you why it's better than all the other weapons and all the other attachments, because I really believe it brings a new kind of meta to the game. It definitely changes the kind of balance between the weapons that we've had before. Now, I'll be using the alternator today. The other attachment that it goes onto is the RE45, which is the machine gun pistol. Basically what this attachment does is it does more damage to your shield. So if you think about that quick, we haven't had anything like this in the past. We've had things that control your recoil spray, we've had things that reduce your muzzle flash, we've had things that obviously enhance your sights, but we've never had anything that does more damage specifically to a certain kind of health. Now, I was a big fan of the 301, the R301 and the R99 before this update, and the alternator was my least favorite weapon. A lot of people said, oh, it's the alternative to the R99, it sprays just as much ammo, but honestly the clip size without a mag is 16, the recoil is all over the place, it's very hard to control. I never saw the point of it. In fact, when I saw that over a Mozambique, I would take the Mozambique, just because I didn't trust the weapon at all, and I didn't trust my ability to use it. But with this new change, they've not only changed the damage, so they've increased the damage, but they've also given us this attachment which allows us to use different kind of there it is, distributor rounds. Yeah, it's very good. Sorry, it wasn't the hammer, it was the distributor rounds. This one over there is the hammer rounds, which increases normal damage to your actual health, but the distributor rounds, it's kind of like an energy attachment that does more damage to your energy shield, obviously. So as you can see, my teammates are kind of hanging back here. They're not being very helpful. They're looting for an hour, and that's one thing I can't stand, when people wait around looting the whole time, when we're playing a game to win. We're not playing a game to loot. Okay, so I see someone going for this package here, so I choose not to shoot and give away my position. I use it kind of as a trap, because I know someone's going to be going for it. Switching to my grenades, just because it's more silent, and before you know it, you're already taking damage. Drop in here, stick him twice, first one kills him. I chose to stick him twice because it doesn't always work. Okay, so I see someone here. Now, it looks easy, but controlling the recoil for this thing is insane. It's not the typical, like for the R99 or the R301, it kind of does this upward and then half slant and then continues upwards. But for the R99, it literally goes in almost like a figure 8, and you have to, I don't even know, I haven't actually tested it out, but trying to reduce the recoil of it is a lot more difficult than using most other weapons. Now, as you can see in this video, I'm playing a lot more defensive than I normally would, just because since Season 2 has been released, there's been a few changes, mainly with regard to the ranked mode that they've added, and with the amount of damage that the ring actually does. So people are playing a lot more defensive, they're playing around corners more, they're not pushing as often. Shame, this guy trying to heal up. Yeah, so people are playing a lot more defensive. As you can see, that guy runs, and I run. Both of us making the decision to play defensively. In Season 1, it was more likely for people to be aggressive in those situations and push, where you would end up with about 15 health, but you've taken out that person. And that was the fun of that time. People were playing very aggressively, and since Season 2, the whole meta has completely changed. Take this guy down for a second time. Okay, so in the past, in my previous videos, I have stated that I play around my downed teammate, which I choose to do here again. I almost actually take him out, getting impatient, but just as I am, his teammate comes running, allowing me to get quite an easy kill there. One thing I do want to mention is that that guy chose to revive his teammate without even evaluating where the enemy might be. He just ran into the fight expecting to get his teammate up, knowing that one of his teammates had been completely downed and the other one was down, going down for a third time. Now, you can do one of two things in those situations. You can run like he did and try to get your teammate up, potentially getting your teammate up, but most likely not, especially with the new season. People playing more defensive, waiting for certain opportunities to come and kill you. Or you could try to get a view in from a distance, see if someone's sitting on the roof, try to take them out, and he probably would have seen me if he had waited and just done that. But another thing I'd like to mention is that his down teammate could have pinged the location that I was sitting. He saw me go up on the roof, he could have pinged me, he chose not to. That's why it's important to stress team mechanics in this game. Even if you're down, even if you can't do anything, you can at least give the location of your enemy to your teammate, allowing them to have a bit of an advantage. If they're running in blind, there's a 90% chance that unless they're god tier, they're gonna go down, they're going to die, their whole team is gonna get wiped, and then you're back in the lobby trying again. So I know there's a team off to my right, but the ring is closing in, and again you see that almost hesitation to run and be aggressive in the ring. We'd rather be safe than sorry here. I know I could probably get a kill because they are fighting my team, but at the end of the day it's not really worth it. I choose to get the high ground here just to see what I can see. I know there's a team off that way. There's a new mechanic in the game that kind of changes up everything a bit. They've put the flyers that you've probably seen in previous episodes or in other Apex videos or in Apex yourself that carry the loot boxes. They've now put them in cages, and what they act as is kind of like a sound cue. So when people run past them or stand near them, if you can hear earlier, they like screech and roar, which kind of lets everyone in the area know that there's someone over there. So you can either choose to kill them, in which they also make a sound, or try to stay away from them, because ultimately it's pretty much like pinging where you are on the map to everyone around you, especially if you've memorized kind of where everyone is.
Keep eyes on the new kill leader. Open supply bin over here. P2020 here. Body shield here. Level 2.
I think here you're also gonna get a glimpse of the new map changes. The Leviathans, with the tower being destroyed by Crypto, which is soon to be coming, has destroyed the, I don't even know what it's called, but he's destroyed the tower that pretty much keeps the Leviathans and the Flyers out of the map. But now, since the change, the Leviathans have moved into the map and destroying most of the map and completely changing the area. So this area that you're actually going to see in a bit back there used to be called Bridges. But now, since the Leviathan is pretty much standing on where that bridge is, it's no longer there.
Going to explore here. Let's go this way. Lucky us, we are already inside the ring.
You'll see with this attachment in place how it just shreds his shield.
Incoming care package.
Okay, in a bit you'll see about 2 squads in this area, and I just want to showcase how defensive play can usually work in your favor. I hear another team up on the roof here, so I'm getting ready for that fight now. But the one guy's got a triple take, which is a very, very dangerous weapon. He almost munches me here. I fake to the left. He's trying to revive. Now I make a decision here to heal up as much as I can. I know both of my teammates are going down, and I know there's a whole squad around me. And I play around this little corner here. I get off this guy, which sets up quite nicely. Making the choice again to heal up that one bar. Take out another guy. Now I'm sitting with about 7 health here, and I play around this little wall here as much as I can. I reload and take out the squad. Now I played around that corner because I knew there was a whole team around me, but usually that isn't going to always work for you. If you've got a whole team around you, you could get third partied. Luckily that was about the last 2 or 3 squads, so the chances of us getting third party was very low. But usually you'll get third partied. People will hear your fight, especially in a fight that was as long as this one. I mean, we took out a whole squad and then another squad showed up. That was us getting third partied. Now we could have gotten fourth partied there, and eventually I would have also been taken out because I was a single man. No one was there to revive me, and I could have got taken out very easily. But in certain situations, if you can choose to use your environment to your advantage, then you can end up on top. If you are very situationally aware and you can take your surroundings in and make decisions very quickly, you can make those decisions to end up working in your favor. Now I try to get my teammates up here, but I'll look in a second, and there isn't any respawn points around me, so I move in again. That ring fear playing in my head, and you'll actually get a glimpse of the map change here. See what looks like a rock in the distance there is actually not a rock, it's actually the leg of the Leviathans. So they've added in, instead of that whole bridges area, they've added a tower, which you can see in the upper corner there, and that's the kind of new loot location that people drop in. It's not very popular at the moment. There's not much loot there, but that might change. This area actually being a main drop area before is kind of now just a bridge between 2 sections. This is a leg here, it's massive. There's a care package off to my left here and a care package dropping off to my right. So I decided to go for the one on my left, but keeping the one on my right as kind of an indicator to see if there's a squad there. I suspect that there's a squad there, knowing that there's only 2 sides of the map that these people can actually come from. I loot up, definitely taking the Phoenix kit, and then I decide, see, that beacon light is gone, so I know that there's someone there. Try to get a spot on someone. And I choose to hide. Now I know a lot of you might be thinking, okay, he's camping, whatever, but in this situation, potentially I'm outnumbered 3 to 1. I have to make a decision to be more defensive in the situation rather than offensive, because if someone comes and makes a jump on me, if he doesn't get me, his teammate will. I take out this guy, and because only one guy takes me there, I assume there's only one of them, which was a bad assumption. You should always assume the worst. I try to go back up, trying to take him out. I see him there, and I try to fake a zip line off in the distance, hoping he'll avert attention, but I get taken out from 2 points, and that just goes to show that you should never overassume your situation. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe for more. Like the video if you really enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below if you need any other content. I end up getting about 1,700 damage in this game and 10 kills. Pretty much taking out 2 squads by myself, and it just goes to show that defensive play can really work out in your favor.